To switch gears and talk about each person's toxic footprint. So I'm going to show a little video here which talks about how we are all bathed in toxins every day. Now this should not be alarming or really disconcerting to anybody. It's just a fact of life. But if you are ill or have a serious health condition, you really need to try and be aware of how to limit your exposure to toxins.
Every day your body accumulates toxins known as free radicals, coming from the air you breathe, the food you eat, and the beverages you drink. These toxins contribute to the aging of your body and mind, no matter how healthy you are. These toxins are constantly damaging your cells and neurons, slowing you down and increasing your susceptibility to disease. So what can you do?
So let's start with talking about the number one thing, which is the air. The air we breathe is filled with dust and toxins and skin molecules and smells from everything that's happening around us. So the air is filled with toxins, and technically we probably should all be wearing a mask to help protect our lungs, but obviously we won't do that because we all care about what we look like and don't want to look foolish running around with a mask on our face. However, they have resorted to doing that in China because the air in China is so bad. So that's the first thing, is be aware of what you breathe and where you're breathing it. Women that go into these salons and sit there while they put poisonous glue on their fingers and smell all those chemicals, it's probably not a good idea if you have a bad health condition. So try to limit your exposure to these kind of things. That's the first thing. Okay, the second thing we're going to talk about is materials. Materials in the manufacturing process, most of them during the manufacturing process have something called off-gassing that occurs. So off-gassing occurs when something is manufactured, like let's say foam. Foam for pillows, foam for mattresses, and most of the mattresses that we purchase. The foam, the seat cushions that are in your car. All of these things produce off-gassing, and the off-gassing is something that you can't see. It's really hard to smell, but it is occurring. For example, buy a new car. Clean the inside windshield when you drive off the dealership. It's a brand new car, it's pristine. Within a week, I guarantee you that if you go to the inside of the car, especially if you don't smoke, and just scrape your finger on the inside of the window, you'll see there's this major film on the inside of the window. Well, most people don't even give it a second thought. That's the off-gassing coming out of the cushions. So if you have a serious health condition, I'm not saying don't buy a new car. I'm saying do some research on the cars that have the most organic or the most healthy materials that are being used. I think in 2012, the Nissan Versa was one of the most toxic cars. There are tests being done at Consumer Reports about the toxic levels of cars, so you can definitely do that research. So be aware of the materials that are affecting your body, okay? And water is vitally important. So, bottled water is not pure. A lot of bottled water is bottled somewhere in the Midwest, on the far East Coast, and then it's trucked here to Arizona or to California. So it's in the back of a tractor trailer truck in 150-degree heat, shaking around in plastic bottles that are not PBA free. The plastic bottles do leach, even if it's just a small amount of toxin, into the water that you drink over months and months and months of sitting on the supermarket shelves. A little toxin is not good. So with people with conditions, various types of chronic problems in their body, pure, clean water is vitally important. So get yourself a whole house filtration system, do the research and get a good quality unit, or at least get an under the sink RO system so that you can at least cook with pure, clean water when you're steaming your vegetables or cooking your pasta. And definitely, no one's thinking about the shower. The shower head filtration unit, I think you can get one at E-Water for about 150 bucks. We're in the shower, it's really hot, there's chlorine coming out of the tap and there's fluoride coming out of the tap. So now not only are you bathing in chlorine and fluoride, which your body does absorb, especially you're in a hot tub, you're in a pool, your body's absorbing the chlorine, so keep your chlorine levels right at where they need to be, not to grow the algae. But in the shower, again, you're breathing toxic fumes. So a shower filtration unit can really help you bathe in good, clean, pure water. So that's another really important thing for people to be aware of that have different types of conditions, okay? All right, next subject regarding toxic footprints is food. Very simple. Eat the most healthy food you can eat. Again, someone with a health problem or a condition, you need to be eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. You need to be eating whole grains, not the stuff we get in the supermarket that's packaged. Everything in a box or a package is processed. The other thing that's important to recognize is even if you do shop at Sprouts or Whole Foods and you get that organic lettuce, if you were to do a test, if you compare the lettuce you grow at home to the lettuce you purchased at Sprouts, supposedly purely organic, you'll still find your lettuce at the homegrown will wilt faster than the lettuce at Sprouts. So there's still something sprayed on it that contributes to its longer lasting, like preservatives or something. And again, we don't know if that one preservative could be the one thing that's causing some type of chemical reaction or even electrical reaction in your body or brain. So just because it's organic doesn't necessarily mean it's perfect. All right, now on to the next topic. This is a big one, folks. Skincare. Everything you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream. I am fascinated how many people, pretty intellectual people that I know, have no clue that what you put on your body, what you shampoo with, and what conditioner and what face cream you use has a direct effect on your health. How do you know, after watching this video, how do you know that if you stopped drinking bottled water in plastic toxic bottles, that your condition might go away, unless you do it? How do you know that if you limit your exposure to toxins in the air and in your environment, that your condition might just go away? So, everyone needs to be aware of everything you put on your skin, especially skin cream or moisturizer. They all have some type of filler, like sulfates and other types of fillers in them that have been proven to be toxic to the human body. Now, I recognize they're typically lower dosages, but healthy people with good, strong immune systems can slather themselves in sunscreen and never have a bad effect because they have a strong immune system. Well, the signal that the body sends you when you become ill or you start having a condition where something's not working right in the body, go to the doctor and let them give you a script for a prescription that's going to give you more side effects. It doesn't make any sense. You need to take the responsibility to limit your exposure to toxins and figure out through a smart, intelligent process of elimination how to get your body healthy again through this process of determining and identifying what might be causing the problem. Because everyone is a fingerprint. Everyone is totally unique. I can buy a new car and sit in that cushion off-gassing. It's not even going to affect me. Somebody with a taxed immune system might be affected by the toxins in their mattress that they're sleeping on for 8 hours a night. So again, back to the skin. I'm sorry I get carried away. I just get so passionate about this topic. Skincare, sunscreen, going to the nail salon and allowing people to put poisonous, toxic glues on your fingernails that actually eat your fingernail. Ladies, I know you think the nails look beautiful and sexy, but really they don't. When was the last time you got a boyfriend because of the nails you had? Come on, limit the exposure to these toxins.